Fix my credit.
I'm gonna buy that brand new home.
Fix my credit.
I'm gonna pay off my student loan.
Fix my credit.
No more paying my bills late.
Fix my credit.
I need a better interest rate.
Fix my credit.
That credit is gone way too far.
Fix my credit.
I need a brand new car.
Fix my credit.
Hold on, don't give in.
Fix my credit.
Hey, in the end, you're gonna win.
Fix my
Yeah. Gonna buy that brand new home.
Fix my credit.
Yeah. Gonna pay out my student loan.
Fix my credit.
No more paying my bills late.
Fix my credit.
I need a better interest rate.
Fix my credit.
I'm gonna buy that brand new home.
Fix my credit.
I'm gonna pay off my student loan.
Fix my credit.
No more paying my bills late.
Fix my credit.
I need a better interest rate.
Fix my credit.
That credit is gone way too far.
Fix my credit.
I need a brand new car.
Fix my credit.
Hold on, don't give in.
Fix my credit.
Hey, in the end, you're gonna win.
Fix my
Yeah. Gonna buy that brand new home.
Fix my credit.
Yeah. Gonna pay out my student loan.
Fix my credit.
No more paying my bills late.
Fix my credit.
I need a better interest rate.
What's up, everyone? What's up? Fix my credit. Fix my credit. What's up? It is yours truly, Costello James, the credit expert, the credit analyst, better known around the country as the credit doctor. What's up, everyone? I know you enjoyed the credit song as well as I do. You know, it's in everybody's mental right now. Fix my What's going on, Lisa Williams? Thank you for joining me. I'm live on YouTube, live on Facebook as well. But what I need you to do, everybody that's on Facebook right now, because we're live on Facebook and live on YouTube. But what's up, Tyrone? But if you are John Moses, what's up? What's up, man? What's up? New Orleans in the house. Louisiana's in the house. What's up? Love you too, Lisa. Listen, if you are on Facebook, I need you to just drive on over, just click on over to YouTube and type in Exceptional Credit Repair LLC. That's the name of my company. And I need you to subscribe. I need you to subscribe. So as you're subscribing, I need you to like the videos, like it, thumbs up, all of that good stuff. Even the ones that are part of it already, I need you to really like all the videos and watch it. It has a lot of good information there. And I also want you to share it. So I need you to subscribe. I need you to like it, and I need you to share it. I need you to subscribe, like, and share. All right. What's up to everybody that's joining me? John Moses, thank you. I kept calling him Moses. But thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you for all the people that you're recommending to me. I really, really appreciate it. I'm happy about your success with your credit score and all of that. And I'm certainly glad about your new car and all of that good stuff. We can't tell everything But thank you so much. I wanted to make sure that I personally tell you thank you, Mr. John Moses. I appreciate you. Don't think that I don't. I know you know that I do. But I wanted to tell you thank you. There are so many people sometimes that contact me, and the first thing that they say, listen, Moses sent me. All right. I say, well, let's part the Red Sea. What's going on? Shasta is in the house. I'm fired up. Did y'all like the credit song? Did y'all like the credit song? I'm still blown away. All right. I think this is Coleman. All right. Thank you for joining me. Did y'all like the credit song? You know what? We got to play a little bit more of that little credit song. So listen, here is the new credit song. I'll be right back after the new credit song. I'll be right back.
Fix my credit.
I'm gonna buy that brand new home.
Fix my credit.
I'm gonna pay off my student loan.
Fix my credit.
No more paying my bills late.
Fix my credit.
I need a better interest rate.
Fix my credit.
That credit is gone way too far.
Fix my credit.
Well, bad credit is gone way too far. You know it is. I'm talking to people every single solitary day, and their credit has went down, has just plummeted, and has just went in the toilet. Listen, I understand that the pandemic is going on just like you. I even saw on the news, getting ahead of myself, but I think Texas is getting ready to kind of lower the mask restriction. Some officials or whatever the government is doing there. But I don't think that's the right thing to do. But apparently, because of the cases are going down or whatever the case may be. But the people at the CDC is still saying practice social distancing and wearing the mask, et cetera, et cetera. But one thing I will tell you, you better pray and you better make sure that you take care of yourself and make sure that you still do the social distancing. Make sure, and I know it's uncomfortable. I can't really breathe in it as well. And you have to wash the mask or buy new masks, all of that. But your life, you can't get another one. All right, unless Jesus resurrect you from dead. All right, but at the end of the day, I know people now in Texas. I have clients in Texas as well for years, and all of that. But just pray for Texas, pray for all of us, and pray for everybody around the country and other countries as well. This is not a Chinese disease. This is not a Chinese pandemic. This is not a black pandemic or a white pandemic. It's a pandemic. All right, but you don't want to panic in the pandemic. Don't panic in the pandemic. All right. So at the end of the day, so Texas, we're praying for you and all of that good stuff. Yes, song. All right. Somebody like the song. All right. Yes. So at the end of the day, thank you for everyone that's joining me. This is the Live Credit Show. And of course, shout out to all of the people that support this show. We're going to be all the way. I'm going to do it every Tuesday. I was going to come on sporadically, but people want me to come back and all of that stuff. So we're going to try to do it at least from March to June. Normally I take a little break in July, but we're going to do it from March to June, and we'll be on Tuesday nights. That's the night I like for some reason. Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. But this is a lie. All right, there you go, Mr. Fletcher. That he rocks with me now, Mr. Fletcher. Welcome. So we're every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. This is about finances. This is about credit. This is about credit. And this is about finances. This is how this show is based on how to improve your credit, how to maintain the excellent credit that you may already have. And this is also about taking your credit to the next level. You want to take the credit to the next level. As far as if you're 720, you want to get to that 790. If you're 790, you want to get to that 850. If there's anything negative on your credit report, you most certainly can dispute it and challenge that. That is your legal right according to the FCRA, the Fair Credit Reporting Act. The Fair Credit Reporting Act is the FCRA. All right. That's a legal code. That's a code that was made for our benefit. Sometimes it seems like the collection agencies, do away with it in the credit bureaus as well. But you do not have to take it lying down. All right. There she go. Right there. All right. Miss Powell, we will talk this week. We will talk this week. So make sure you give me a call because I want to hear from you. All right. So it's going to be great. Fix My Credit is the name of the song. And that's exactly what I try to do. I try to help my clients. I can't do it by myself. It's your report. And certainly I need that collaboration with my company along with you. And my job, let me say this, and I said this to somebody, I think 2 weeks ago, my job is not to fix it and then you go back to spending or go back to the old lifestyle that you used to live. With credit and living an excellent credit life with cash and credit, you have to change your mentality. As a man think, so is he. And so as you think and as you begin to see how your life is gonna evolve and grow and blossom and bud, you want to make sure that you're doing the right things. And the one of the major things I can say doing this now 2 decades, going on 3 decades now, is that a lot of people perish and they don't have the right information because Pookie has said it or Quita has said it or some rich black lady has said it or some rich white lady or rich black man or rich white man or green man or polka dot man. You want to make sure whatever city and state that you live in, and you know you're going to be there for a while, you need to learn the laws and the codes and the ramification. It is that important, especially if you was denied for an apartment, especially if they denied you for the FHA loan or the conventional loan, either one. This show is not, I don't have no poll here for you to throw some dollars and stuff of that nature, but fixing your credit can change your life. I'm telling you. Oh my God, if I don't say nothing else, that right there is magnificent. Fixing your credit and getting it to a place where you're self-sufficient, needing no aid, and you're able to stand on your own 2 feet is priceless. All right. I live with good credit. I live with excellent credit. All right. And the same thing. All right. The same thing that I had to do is fix my stuff. I had to fix it myself. I couldn't just let Mr. White or the person that helped me over 20 years ago, do it all themselves. I had to participate. All right. And so the topic on tonight, I want to dive right into it. But don't forget, if you're on Facebook, go right now. Go expeditiously. Go to YouTube while we're on YouTube right now. And I want you to subscribe. Just type in Exceptional Credit Repair LLC, Exceptional Credit Repair LLC. And I want you to subscribe, like, and share. All right. So our topic tonight is how to increase your credit score by 20 points. How to increase your credit report by 20 points. Now, this can vary depending on your situation. You might be a person that has a blank file. That means that you're going to need most of the time, you're going to need some secured cards, or you're going to need somebody to put you on their particular cards and that they pay on time. Don't get on anybody's card as an authorized user and they don't pay their bills on time, because that's defeating the purpose. Because whatever is good is on their credit is good on your credit. Whatever is bad on their credit is bad on your credit. So if you do, all right, come out of that COVID-19 credit. I love it. Come on out. That should have been a topic too. Come on out of COVID-19 credit, baby. I love that. So at the end of the day, find somebody. 2 things. If you have a blank profile or you're trying to build, these 2 things will help you to increase your credit score. You want to make sure if you're authorized user, if your great aunt, your boo, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or whomever it might be, if they put you on their cards, make sure that they pay their bills on time and that they have good credit themselves. It don't have to be picture perfect, but if they put you on 2 of their cards, for instance, if they put you on Capital One and it's $350 and they owe $310, that's not the card to go on, because their balance is too high. And the only thing they're going to give you points is for having an open and active credit cards, but your score is really not going to go up that much because you have a big balance. And so now, you that have credit cards, you that have a lot of credit established already, but you have some bumps and some potholes and some mess ups, and you done messed up, but you're still trying your best to fix it. You're trying to clean up what you've already messed up. So this is how you get those points. You want to know? Y'all want to know how to get those points? I'm going to tell you in one brief moment when I come right back. I'll be right back. Well, I'm back. Listen, so before I went to the commercial, we was talking about how to increase your credit score by 20 points. This is how. Listen up, pay attention. So the ones that clicked off and they now running, doing whatever they're doing, they ain't doing nothing around the house, but this is how you get it. Every credit card that you have, if you have 3 credit cards, or if you have 7 credit cards, or if you have 2 credit cards, if those credit cards have a high balance, right now, you need to check out when the reporting date. What is the reporting date? The reporting date is what they cycle every 30 days. Most companies do this. Some do a bad job, but most companies do cycle every 30 days. So that means if you have a Capital One card and they report on the 12th of every month, by this 12th, if you go ahead on and pay it off now, you got enough time. You can't wait till the 12th or the 11th. If they report on the 12th, that means a click of a button. It's digital. It's not like Sadie Mae or Gwen or Aunt Boosie or Aunt Bessie is in the back, doing it by digital hand. It doesn't work like that anymore. It's batched over in an instant. All right. So by the 12th on that day, you should get your updated credit. So today is the 2nd. So if you pay it tomorrow, if you pay it by the 6th, if you pay it by the 10th, that's the latest I would pay it, to zero it out. If you zero out whatever balance you have, your score is instantly gonna go up. Balances are bad. I've been saying it for 2 decades, over 20 years. Balances are not good. Well, I thought it was okay to use my credit card. It is, boo, if you pay it off. I got to talk to you just like we sitting here having some dinner or some wings or something of that nature. Now, listen, boo, you can't fight the system. The system is already, in my opinion, designed for you to fail. It just is. So I didn't write the system. I don't own FICO. You don't own FICO. You don't own the Vantage score at the credit bureaus. So the system is already set up for your demise. Now, the powers that be, whoever owned these companies, is going to say, oh, Mr. James, I don't appreciate that. And we didn't set up this. Well, if everybody, most people in America, a lot of people, I should say this, a lot of people, or most people, I'm saying most people in America are having credit or credit report problems. So if it was so easy, it wouldn't be no need for my company. If it was that easy, it wouldn't be so hard for people to get apartments and putting it in your mama's name, or you and your best friend rooming together. Y'all really know y'all getting it on and y'all together. But at the end of the day, but you do what you got to do. I'm not knocking your hustle or knocking what you do. I'm just telling you how to fight in the fight. You hear what I say? I'm trying to tell you how to fight in the fight. You cannot fight a battle and you got the wrong weapon. You can't come to a gunfight with unless you're a MacGyver or a ninja or something of that nature. But I'm just talking about in general. You need to know how to fight the system that is fighting you. And that's just how it is. I'm going to tell you, they are nasty. They're rude. They're very unhelpful. They do not solve problems. When you call tomorrow, I'm going to give you the number before the show is out. You can call TransUnion, Experian, or Equifax. And I promise you, if you're trying to get inquiries off, it's going to be hell to pay. If you're trying to get any bankruptcy off, it's going to be hell to pay, etc. If you're trying to get medical bills off, it's going to be a problem. So most people understand what the problem is, but they don't understand the solution. So my job is not to dwell on the problem. You already know what the problem is. You can teach a class that yourself. My job is to tell you how to get those 20 points and more. It's not just 20 points. So if you have 2 credit cards, 3 credit cards, pay them all off. Go to each credit card you got on Credit Karma or Experian or whatever credit monitoring site you have, and find out to the left or the right, somewhere on that page, it should tell you when it was reported. That is your reporting date, not your payment date. All right, because here's where they mess up. They're thinking if you have to pay Capital One on the 5th of every month, that's when you have to pay your bill. But your reporting date that's on the 12th of every month is different. All right. And in order to see your score go up, you have to keep those balance either 0, or you have to make sure that you pay it down to a substantial minimum amount in order to get the maximum points. Everything is calculated in that algorithm. An algorithm is a digital calculation method that is utilized to get that 3-digit score. Point blank, period. It's a digital calculation method. Calculation. All right. Calculation is calculated to see whether or not you're credit worthy or not credit worthy. If you are in, watch the language, and let me slow down because I talk a little fast. If you are in a high risk group, boo, ain't nobody giving you no credit. Oh, I'm telling you, if you're in a high risk group, you can hang it up. So I'm gonna get $10,000. You're not even gonna get $10. You hear what I say? You're not gonna get 5. You 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're not gonna get none of that. None of that. All right. If you're in a low credit group, a low risk group, then that means they offer you credit because they know the odds of them getting their money back is excellent, is really good. And that's why it's a big deal. Most people are not telling the truth. When you bought your house, there's a difference between 2 incomes, major income, versus somebody that has 1 income. I have other streams of income, but I'm talking about one person. So when I purchase a home, or when I buy a car, or when I get a credit card, I'm standing on my own 2 feet. Now, that's not knocking anybody if you have to team up, because, hey, there's strength in numbers. So that's good. But I'm just saying to the single people, whoop, whoop, and to the people that's doing it all, as that song that says, sisters are doing all by themselves. I can't think of the artist right now. But when you're doing it all by yourself, I feel good. When you're doing it by yourself, it sets precedence, and it speaks to your integrity. It speaks to your drive. It speaks to your hustle. It speaks to the inward person in you, male or female, that says, I won't live like this. Oh, yes, it does. It speaks to the person that says, I'm not paying my bills late. If that means I can't go out and eat all the time, just like me, I'm bake some chicken. I'm going to eat that chicken and the rice and the collard greens, the collards. I'm going to eat the collard greens tonight. That's stuff I cook. I'm not going to Papa Do's after the show. I'm not going to McDonald's after the show. I'm not going to the wing stop. I'm not saying not to go, but you can't do that every day if you have a goal and a plan in mind. Most people don't have a plan. And this is one thing that I want to say right here about the plan. Right now, let's start something that's called 30 days of healthy credit. 30 days, the whole month of March, you want to have healthy credit. Somebody type that in for me. Healthy credit. All right. Somebody getting with me. John Moses Jr. That's what I'm talking about. Healthy credit. You want healthy credit. Let me type that in because I like that myself. You want healthy credit. That's how you get those other 20 points. All right. Healthy credit. That's what you want. You want healthy credit. All right. I'm on YouTube and I'm on Facebook. All right. So somebody help me type it in. I want you to type in healthy credit. There you go, Mr. Stepter. He ain't gonna let me down. Healthy credit. There it is. I want you to have healthy credit. So you got to keep saying that. Healthy credit. Because if you don't have healthy credit, you're going to have to come out of this. COVID-19 credit. Cold blue. Cold blue. Man down. Cold blue. All right. You going to have some good COVID-19 credit. Healthy credit. Thank you, Miss Ryle. That's what you want. Say that. I'm telling you, you can say it for the rest of your life, but especially for March. All right. You want to keep telling yourself, I need healthy credit. You be your own doctor, boo. Be your own doctor. Look at your credit. If it's not in the health that you need it to be, your credit is sick. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. We gonna get your, what is that stuff they trying to get us? The vaccine. All right. The vaccine is the medicine that you need, but you can't have healthy credit and you keep doing the same stuff that got you in the debt or got you in the catastrophe, or your credit is discombobulated, is because you keep making stupid choices. All right. It's just pure D stupid, pure D. All right. All right. Healthy credit. Come on, D-Ray. Healthy credit is what we need. I'm telling you, it's going to be a cold blue. Do you know what cold blue is? When somebody getting ready to leave this world and something terrible doesn't happen. You might not know how to articulate it because we're not physicians and all, but when they holler cold blue in the hospital, everybody stands at attention. Why? Because something has went wrong. All right. And so at the end of the day, you want healthy credit. Healthy credit. That thing has been on me all day. I couldn't wait to get to the show tonight to tell you what we need for March, what we need for April, what we need for May, which is my birthday month, what we need for June, July, August, September, October, November. You keep counting these months. After a while, January is gone. February is gone. We already in March. You know, it's a time I just had to pay rent. All right. Just had to pay rent again. So we need healthy credit. You need healthy credit. Sure, you're going to enjoy. Let me tell you something. This wasn't in my notes. But one thing you got to do is know there's a scripture that says Jesus come that you might have life. That's what he's saying now in the word of God. He said, I come that you might have life and have it what? Have it how? Mediocre. Every now and then, life feels good. Life is something meaningful. Life is fulfilling. Life has something to offer. Life, abundant life, means you're going to enjoy your everyday living. So we're going to say it like that. You're going to enjoy your everyday living. I'm not going to have life, breath in my body and not enjoy myself. All right. And it's hard when you have bad credit. You go to buy some little furniture. And you're praying when the people come out in the back room or from the back room that they say approve. Well, you already can fix your credit. You can fix your credit. Come on, Tony. You can fix your credit where when they go in the back room, they might be going back there to do something, use the bathroom, talk to a coworker. But when you go back there, I'm not worried that you're going to come back and tell me no. Matter of fact, when you come back, the only thing I want to hear is how much I was approved for. That's it. It's because when you got healthy credit gives you the position of authority. You call the shots. Now, if I don't say nothing else tonight, I don't say this is where people have a problem. I'm going to use myself with me. When you got it going on person, a confident person, when I get up in the morning, if don't nobody have to tell me who Casacello is, I know who Casacello is. That don't mean I'm arrogant. It don't mean I feel some kind of way about me, but I do carry myself in a specified manner. I don't go to eat with just anybody. I don't just go out with just anybody. I don't want to date or marry just anybody because I don't need your bad mess trying to hook up with my good mess. Sometimes it ain't so much. Some of y'all holler about you need to pray. It ain't that you need to pray. You just need to make the right decision. I'm out. Good God Almighty, I had to get up and run on that. Some of y'all talking about it's as if the Lord saying, don't ask me no more about that. You already know that boy no good. He looked good, but he ain't no good. So you just need to make a good decision. She looked good. That's how she got you. You were looking at her butt. You were looking at her tatas. You was looking how statuesque. You was looking on the outward, but you didn't know that joker in debt got credit card bills galore and don't like to pay her bills. Now, if she's single and don't like to pay no bills, you marrying her is not gonna convert her. And the same thing with men. Just because he look good don't mean that he likes to pay bills. Because I want to do a show about relationships. I'm going to call it relationships and credit, or credit and relationships and credit. What happens when one of the boos or your spouse or whomever you dated don't like to pay bills? You pay bills. They don't like to keep up with credit. You keep up with credit, and everything is on you. What happens if something happens to you? What happens if you get incapacitated, or you get sick, or you get COVID-19 and you can't work for 6 months, or you go from bad to worse? What happens when the thing that you used to could do and used to do it with ease, you can't do it no more? Good God from Zion. Let me tell you something. When you dealing with people that do not value life and what it brings, and what it offers, you dealing with somebody that's misinformed. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, all of these businessmen and investors and home buyers and people that own their home and people that own their cars and people, that pay their bills on time, these are not lazy people. Oh Lord, this is how you increase your credit, by doing what you gotta do and putting things in place so you can live a healthy life. Now, see, that wasn't in my notes, but it's on me right now. Abundance of life don't mean I'm depressed. And let me tell you another thing is don't think just because somebody live alone that they lonely. Oh, come on here. Come on, sisters. I don't see no hearts and all of that stuff. Come on, sisters and brothers and sisters. I need somebody to help me tonight now. Just because you might be single right now, that's your title. That's your position, but that's not permanent. That's just where you at right now, just because you single. And let me tell you another thing is too, this is for free. When you start accumulating stuff, you get you a new house, you get you a new car, you get you a credit card for $25,000. See, don't your first cousin or your best friend, somebody gonna have a sad story and want you to bail them out. But when you was going through, didn't nobody bail you out? Come on here. How to increase your credit score, making good decisions. Pay those balances off. Don't begin giving everything to the rappers and the clubs and stuff. This ain't to knock nobody's hustle. But what I'm saying is you don't need to go to no rap concert. You don't need to do no big vacation because I'm tired of the COVID. You ain't tired of the COVID. Most of you ain't even been to work. You've been in the house. You just tired of being in the house. If that be the case, put your scarf on, your hood, your mask on, and go to the clubhouse. Go to the gym, or go walk around your community. If you really want to get out and you tired of being in the house, ain't nobody stopping you. You ain't got to have no car for that. Come on. You got to understand, a lot of people are messed up right now because they don't want to live an abundant life, because they don't want to change their life. You want me to change it for you. Just like I told a person today, you need to call. Matter of fact, Lexington Law need to give me a offering tonight. All right. I sent a whole lot of people to them. You know why? Well, why you turn down business? Because I don't want to deal with the person that has false expectation. You ain't going to be sitting up here dealing with a bankruptcy and dealing with debt and dealing with major debt and still owe the IRS and think it's going to be fixed overnight. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. And that's why when I make these announcements and I come on the show, I'm trying to get you to realize that it took work for me to sit where I'm sitting. It took work for me to sit where I'm sitting. It don't happen overnight. God knows in heaven. If it was, I'd let you know the secret. But I can teach you how to fish. I can teach you how to fix your credit the same way I made it out. You can make it out too. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. You can't be around people that always want to talk about negative stuff. And I'm so exhausted, where people keep saying negative stuff and doing crazy stuff, because that doesn't fix your credit. All right. Let's see what Lisa Williams is saying. She says, get away from those settling people. Get with the circle of what you say with options, people, options. That means, and that goes for credit, relationship, finances. You have options. All right. Now, I want to talk about this one more time. I want you to clearly get it. So if you have 3 credit cards, let me get to this. 3 credit cards, and all 3 of those, let's say, are $500 a piece. And if you have $400 balances on all three of them, all right, that means your balances are way too high. You need to check the reporting date, especially if they're different. If you have a Discover, Capital One, American Express, you need to find out first what is the reporting date for each one. So if you're planning to change and have healthy credit, come on, in March, April, May, June, July, the rest of this year, then you need to do your homework. Do your homework, all right? Do your homework. You know, talking about credit is not like I'm giving away $1 million, but in essence, it is. Because you can take your credit profile from $0 all the way to $1 million. I know people right now that have even higher credit limits than me. I know a person right now, I saw on one particular platform, that young man has 250 credit cards. He has close to, I know at least about $2 to $3 million worth of credit. There was a thought that I had years ago, and Dr. Betty Frank said this to me on Sunday. She said, remember what you said in 2010. Remember what you said in 2009. This is a thought that I know the Lord gave me to give my clients. And it was, I don't just want money in my hands, but I want money on paper. I want money in my hands and money on paper. I want money. Come on, say it with me. Money in my hands, that's cash, and money on paper. That's your credit. Plastic. That paper, that statement every month. Money in my hands, watch this, all right, and money on paper. And so that means you got two forces, all right? Somebody mess with you, if you don't, like Della Reese, she beat the brakes off Eddie Murphy. You hear what I said? He perceived Della, because she was a female, that she was going to be an easy win. But when she knocked him out with that first punch, he backed up. He said, okay, this is what you want. He got so tied up because Della was beating his behind to that Joker. That Joker gonna try to hit her with garbage cans. And so Della said, you know, Harlem Nights. She said, oh, you want to hit people with garbage cans. All right, now that's some old stuff right there. So she pulled out of the bosoms and pulled out that razor. That's what you got to do to all of those things that's hitting you in the spirit, that's hitting you in the natural. You got to pull out your weapons and fight. That means, I'm not talking, don't go to no banks and shoot nobody. That ain't what we're talking about. Some of y'all crazy. What I'm talking about spiritually, this weapon right here, the mind. You got to get it together because we want healthy credit. Pay all of those credit card balances off. I promise you, your score is going to go up. It's an instant way to boost your credit. It instantly boosts your credit that quick. If you pay those balances off, if you get everything that you need with those credit cards, I'm telling you, let me say it slow because I say it and people still say, well, how I do that? You know how to do. Pay I'm telling you, Lisa Williams will back me up. I'm telling you. If you pay every bill, you need to let that credit card cool off. They're not going to close them because closing the credit card is bad. Because I can hear somebody saying, well, I ain't going to use it no more. I'm going to just credit is bad. Credit is not bad, boo. It's you that's bad because you're misusing the credit that you've been given. Credit is not the get rich gimmick. It's not that somebody gave you $2,000. Oh, I'm rich, spend, and never pay it back because that's the problem. Come on, and especially in the Black community, they like to get these credit cards and do not want to pay them. And they're going to give you every sad story. Do white folks do it? Yeah, they do it. Do Chinese folks do it? Yeah, they do it. Folk in general do it. But there are some demographics that do it worse than others. All right. It's just certain things that certain people can do. It's certain people. There are certain people I know right now that do certain things better than me. That's just your niche. That's your gift. That's what you've been given by God. So at the end of the day, you need to understand you. You need to understand you. All right. I'm telling you, it's one thing to get all of these great tools and not take advantage of them. All right. Now, this is another thing that I want to say also. There was a such thing as the PPP loan, and there's the EIDL loan. And there was the grant for $10,000. A lot of people did get the grant. You know, they was getting it however you got it at the end of the day. And then there was some other businesses that did not get it or they got a portion of it. The first thing that I want to say that I tell you, and you know when I say it is fact check, it is fact, it is fact, it is fact. with the EIDL portion, if you've already got whatever portion, that's the portion, just like me, that they ran your credit, whether it was good or bad, but they ran your credit and then they determined whether it was going to give you 5,000, 15,000, or 20,000, etc. So if you did get any portion of the EIDL part, all right, you will not be able to reapply. If you reapply, you're wasting your time. The system is going to kick it. I'm telling you, that's a fact. So what they're doing is with the SBA, who I do not like and I do not trust. I'm going to tell you, I've been telling people for years, because of the pandemic, that's why we've been able to get certain things from the SBA. But even with small businesses or mid-sized businesses, they still ain't giving us a whole lot. All right. But with the EIDL portion, you have to ask for a credit increase in the current loan that you have. 9 times out of 10, they're going to decline it. So you want to keep applying, keep going back and having it to be challenged, or to have the resolution look back at your case, because all it is an underwriter, one person that's in authority deciding yes or no for you to get the increase in your loan. And you do need it, because even though the pandemic is still going on, businesses are still struggling. They're still open, but they're still struggling, and you need that. That's what that money is for. All right. Now, the PPP loan, the second, it's called the 2.0, that is in existence right now. That is for real. I'm telling you right now. So but it's based on your income tax. So all of you talking about, well, I got me 175,000. I hope you didn't falsify those documents, because at some point they're really going to be fine-tuning that system, and they're going to go over it and see whether or not you really were supposed to get the money. So trust, and hopefully you did the right thing, because it's actually based on your income tax when they do their profit and loss and all of that stuff in line 31. Trust me, it's a headache, but it is for real. It is for real. You can get, whatever your payroll, you have to prove it with the supporting documents and all of that stuff. All right. So hopefully you did all of that right. So I wanted to talk about the EIDL portion, which you can't apply for it again. You're not eligible for that. And then for the portion of the people that was trying to get the grant portion. So if you didn't get it, they're supposed to send out the targeted grant portion of it. It's called the target. You can go on their website and see it, sba.gov, and it's supposed to send you an email, and then they'll be able to tell you what to do or what steps to apply for the portion that you didn't get. All right. Now, with the grant portion, some of us, got a little something, but a lot of us didn't get the whole 10, but some people did get the whole 10, or whatever the case may be. It's just a headache any way you look at it. Now, getting back to the topic, and I'm going to close with this. We're doing good with time tonight. So how to increase your credit report by 20 points. You want to pay off those balances. You most definitely want to make sure that you keep low balances. You want to make sure that if there's anything that's on your credit report that is negative, that you get it disputed, whether I dispute it or whether you dispute it, or whether you go to another company, or whether your best friend tried to help you. All right. You need to get those negative items off your credit. Now, I'm not saying it's going to fix the whole thing. I'm just saying how to get you some more points. Now, some more points might be if you're at a 550 and you get 20 points, and now you're at a 570, that might be the difference between you getting approved from the apartment and not getting approved, because some particular rental places, they go by very low scores. They just want to make sure that you don't have any evictions in the last 2 years. So if their particular requirement, in which I will say this, it is your right to know, do you check Equifax? Do you check Experian? Do you check Equifax, Experian, or TransUnion, whichever one that they utilize for that company? All right. And ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't go to them just like, please, master, please, ma'am, please approve me for this apartment. Fix your stuff. Get your credit right. Healthy credit is what we want to have for the whole month of March, is healthy credit. All right. Now, listen, I'm getting ready to go, but I want to make a couple of announcements. I can't show it tonight. I'm about to bust, because I wanted to show it, but I'm not until next week. I'm getting ready to have a brand new platform. So what you see right now is going to be a whole lot different. I'm getting ready to have a brand new platform, and my brand new show is going to be called Cooking and Credit. I own that. Cooking and Credit. We're going to eat and we're going to talk about credit. What better way to get my point across, to have some guests, is to cook a little food. I'm going to be cooking, and I'm also going to have some people that's going to be cooking. They're going to help. They're going to cook their favorite dish and stuff of that nature. All right. So it's going to be really, really good. Now, does anybody want to pop up live on the show? If you have a question on the show right now and you want to ask me live, I want you to text me right now, and I can bring you right in on the show. If you have a live question that you want to ask on tonight, I'm going to show you this number right here. If you text me at 786-213-1087, I need your first, last name, and I need your email. I can bring you right in right now on the show. Now, you can't wait. You can't wait, because I got one more announcement. All right. So if you text me at 786-213-1087, I'm going to send you the link, and I'm going to pop you. You can ask your question, whatever question. Now, don't come up here asking me what my shoe size is and all that crazy mess. But any credit question that you have on tonight, text me at 786-213-1087. If you want to be a part of the live discussion on tonight, 786-213-1087. Or maybe you want to ask your question here now. All right. So it is very imperative that you get those points. You will get it instantly. Every credit card that you have, if you pay it off right now and let it cycle with those 30-day cycles, your score is going up. Some people are probably going to get more than 20 points, because just one credit card, if it's 90%, and look at the percentage that they say, they'll say you're 50% into the credit limit that you've been given, or however they word it, they'll say you're 70%. If it says 90, 70, 50, 45, all that, that's way too high. All right. Because somebody started that rule. I don't know who did, but I don't believe in it. Keep your credit at 30%. No, keep your credit 10% and lower. All right. Now, get ready to go. But next week, it's going to be awesome. We're going to have my new show, Cooking and Credit. I'm going to try to launch that. Oh, I got a new subscriber. Yay! On YouTube. I just saw it. John Moses. Thank you. Let me see. It's gonna be Let me see. It's gonna be. I'm shooting for March the 9th, no later than the 16th. But I'm gonna notify you. I'm trying to do the new Cooking and Credit show, because I do have 2 special guests for the 9th and one for the 16th. And I'm gonna have some other people that know how to cook. So we're gonna be cooking and talking about credit. All right. Well, if nobody has any other question, listen, go to you. I want everybody on Facebook. Facebook, let me talk to you before I leave. Facebook, we need to have a come together meeting. Come together. There are so many of you that are on Facebook for whatever reason. All right. Listen, I need you, if you would support this credit show, this type of platform, and go to YouTube, type in Exceptional Credit Repair LLC. Now, once you type it in on YouTube, I need you to hit the subscribe button. Then I need you to like every last one of those shows, every last one. And I need you to share it too. Somebody needs to hear this particular information even tonight. If you're seeing this, shout out to Hawaii. We had some people from Hawaii last time. Shout out to people all over the country. Shout out to Texas. Shout out to California. Shout out to Detroit, Chicago, New York, DC. Shout out to a lot of people that do support me. I just want you to know, thank you. I appreciate all of you all. If you have not bought the book, go to Amazon.com, or you can go to CasaceloJames.com. You can get the book 2 places, Amazon.com, or you can go to CasaceloJames.com, and you can buy the book there. Let me type that in as well. All right. I hope you enjoyed yourself on tonight, because that is how you can increase your credit score by 20 points. If you just pay those balances off, that's one method, just one method that you can. There are many other ways that you can increase your credit score. But until next Tuesday night at 9 p.m., join me live on YouTube and Facebook, same time every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. Until then, don't forget, We want healthy credit. See you soon.
Fix my credit.
I'm gonna buy that brand new home.
Fix my credit.
I'm gonna pay off my student loan.
Fix my credit.